Hi, it's Angie. Welcome to another tea leaf reading. So it's not like mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. If it was only that easy, then we would never have to worry about going through narcissistic abuse. So unfortunately, Monique Tempe had a date with destiny, unfortunately. And it's quite possible that this would have happened anyways. It's very sad to say, because if this guy, well, Dr. McKee, had his hooks in her psychologically, who knows? Who knows if she would have ever escaped it. So, greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. We don't have the answers for everything. We don't know why some of us escape with our lives or escape with the clothes on our back from these narcissistic psychopaths out there, and some end up losing their lives. So there's just a lot of questions I ask the universe. We don't know. We don't know. I could be talking about soul contracts here, but there's just a lot of things we're not supposed to know. But when you do go down that the rabbit hole, be prepared, okay? Because you will be tested. For those that are kind of coming to terms with whether or not you're a psychic medium or not, you will be tested. Okay, so I'm going to do a tea leaf reading here, and I'm just grateful that I made it out of the psychological damage or the mental games that these people play, because I still have a lot of derangers out there. So this is video number 2 for today, and that was kind of like the hiccup club that I'm talking about, because I was surrounded with a lot of alcohol and drug abusers and gamblers. Now, no weapon formed against us will prosper. So I'm going to show you. Now, this is I got some new tea leaves today. So there are heavy addictions out there. This could be just addictions, because I still have a lot of questions. This is social media addictions. And, there's a song that I recalled I used to sing as a child, and it was Little Skidoo, it's up to you. You're the only one. Na, 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 na. That's a Northern Ontario song. So I see somewhat of a skidoo out there. That's what I see. That's the first thing I see. But you're more than welcome to let me know what you see. So I'm what's called the sitter. I was called a sitter once upon a time. And, narcissists are really good jugglers. Or, having said that, you're juggling a lot. Somebody's been juggling a lot here. So, I'm just going to put the cup down for a minute here. I'm just trying to see what's on the bottom there. It's almost like something is detached. Can you see that? There was possibly a big scuffle. You would expect a scuffle to go on. There's a lot of scuffling, a lot of fighting going on with a narcissist around you. Now, dollars to donuts. It's very often, it does happen. I'm not making any predictions here, but it wouldn't surprise me. I see kind of like a little plane kind of there too, taken off. Somebody would be taken off on a jet plane. It does happen when there's such a huge tragedy like that, where some families come together and some families break apart. Because the finger pointing can start already We see it on social media. We see the blame game. You know what that looks like on the bottom? You know what that really does? It kind of looks like the top of a bullet, sort of, or the end of it, or the church steeple coming down. So here's, yeah, that's, no, this is 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get it ready. Now go, cat, go. So don't you step on my blue suede shoes. This could be Elvis Presley lyrics coming in here for a reason. And we'll see what comes out here. You know, once they start untangling everything, you may definitely see some marriage breakups. Narcissism is a very, very dangerous entity. And I recognized it decades later. And it took a lot, it took significance for me to recognize it, which means I had to move a significant distance. Unfortunately, the Teppies weren't afforded that luxury of getting away from this guy. They were in a horrific snare. So no weapon formed against us will prosper. We see all of the crime community out there, right? This is what happens. They've done it in the Jack and Lily case, and it's being done in the Elvis Presley case. They've done it in the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. And I just wonder how many of these people have really had encountered any sort of narcissist in your life to that extent. So this could be Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Now, this is the Lacoste card. For some of us, we still do have some family members that are going to be ruminating themselves because we made tough decisions to walk away and keep away. And that is the criminal card, okay? Because there's different levels, different devils, okay? So not everybody is what Dr. McKee is. That's very, I would have to say that's pretty rare. But there are a lot of people out there that do have narcissistic children or adults around them, and we're jealous. There's still a lot to be uncovered in this case. That's the Crocodile Tears card. That could be Sebastian's mother out there. That's the Katie card. So I don't know what, that's Katie Proudfoot. So, you know, that's the TBI card. They never, to me, they never really got to the bottom of this. I think the anniversary of his disappearance is coming up. I think that's in February. So we'll see what else comes out here, because this is not something with a tiger's tooth here. This is not easy to recognize. Big difference between a psychopath and a sociopath. This is the Aware Wolf. This is the Londoner card. I spoke about this is possibly the personality trait of Chris Proudfoot, but I spoke about H.G. Tudor this morning. He's an admitted aware narcissist, psychopath, very deranged, out of sorts. I mentioned that today, but he is what I would say my nemesis, I guess, because he helped me understand a lot about narcissism. So I'm taking one from the, I just have a lot of messages coming in here. They take a shit fit. something with stubble. Stubble would be kind of somebody like Dr. McKee with that stubble on his face. But it's also the lyrics to Stumbling Over. Anyways, this is the karma card. It's all about karma. It's all about reconciling your karma debt here. And we don't have the answers to everything. Okay, whoa. So I'm just going to wait a second. So let's take a look at that cup again. And it's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. It's you when it's too late. These narcissists, psychopaths, have a hard time with rejection. You have to remember, if they reject you, it's the way spirit protects you. We tend to take everything personally. There's a lot of damage left. There's always a lot of damage. It's a trail of tears as well here. They leave a trail of tears. Here's the church. There's the people. Open the doors. No, there's the church. Here's the church. There's the steeple. Open the doors, and there's the people. That's what it looked like in Monique's beautiful wedding. My beautiful wedding. There's a lot of, this is poetic justice. Okay, so let's see what else comes out here. I like doing these little bit of a tea leaf reading. It's really to connect and say hi to everybody. We're having a little bit of, there's some foreshadowing here. Premonitions. I do have premonitions. I get a lot of premonitions. Okay. Oh, lordy, 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 Miss Claudie. So we're dealing with the professional, the many heads again, which is the doctor. Could be the clash of the titans in essence, but we're going to see the doctor's cerebral narcissists. This is the one that's got the stethoscope around his neck and getting puffed out there, all puffy. That's the scales of justice coming in. Oh, it's a pedal pusher, aging narcissist. You know, sometimes they wonder where you were, wonder where you are. And maybe social media, maybe it's not that, maybe it wasn't that difficult after all. I have to take this card out. Yeah, that's the priest card. It's a heartache. Oh, this is the dog, the bounty hunter. Those are a lot of dog. They're like bounty hunters. No offense to anybody out there. I'm just doing I'm staying in my own lane because I learned my lesson. I'm staying in my own lane. My channel will grow according to whatever I want. But this is the bulldog. Was that, yeah, that's the angry. That's a dog collar on there. And the teeth. There's a show out there, or there was, where the guy used to say, "Does your dog bite?" Okay, so this is beyond bullying. If this person is around you, these are way past bullies. These are childhood bullies that grow up to be psychopaths. That's somebody as well that worked in the medical profession. The authoritarian. Radical. Some of us had to make radical decisions to break up, walk away, and keep away. Whether you're gay, straight, doesn't matter. Narcissists love to control people. And when you've had enough, it can take a long time by the time, I think this person, there's something there with a cocoon, for a cocoon to reach a butterfly stage, some kind of metamorphosis. But once you see what you see, you won't stay. That's the elephant. The elephant in the room here. If you don't deal with the elephant in the room, then you're dealing with people that are in caskets. Okay, so I'm taking one more here, and I hope wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. Little skidoo, it's up to you. You're the only one who knew. That's a Christmas song. Okay, so I'm taking one more here, just popping up. Our pets are huge in our lives. I do have a card in my angel deck that's called Electra. I used to say I was here, but now I'm gone. I left my name to turn you on, figuratively speaking. I'm a product of a narcissistic family, familial narcissism, and you can heal this. You can absolutely heal this, and you can live a very healthy life. And come to terms with what it was, and maybe Monique Tepe will be a guiding light for some to recognize, maybe put up boundaries or to alert people sooner, maybe, we don't know. But there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason. We don't have the answers to everything. And psychological abuse, it's almost like kind of like a soap opera a little bit, but it's a real life thing. Okay, so clickety clicky. Sometimes it's clicky relationships. This is the bombastic type of personality, the sense of entitlement. Up your nose with a rubber hose. Oh God, I don't know why I said that. Yeah, this is the tackle. This is being tackled, most likely. You know, she made that decision. She lit a fuse under him, her being Monique, when she decided to get out of there and stack those boxes. I still am in awe of this girl that she made it out the first time. But something stunk, and he refused to let her go. It is a sad situation all around. So that's the guns piled up that they found in his quaint apartment in Chicago, I believe. That is also the French card. It's very difficult to roller skate in a buffalo herd. I couldn't do it. There's a song, you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd, meaning you're kind of on roller skates a little bit, and every person you run into is a roadblock. Because I was surrounded by them. Most people that are out here talking, that are lone wolves, have made the decision. Just one second, one flew out of this cuckoo's nest. Most of the people that left, this is the Diva card. It's stranger danger, meaning familial narcissism. It is stranger danger because it's people that you trust and that you knew, or you thought you knew. You know until you don't know. Then you get out and you stay out. But what I want to say is the people that are out here, there's a couple of channels that I would recommend. But Jessie from Narcissistic Chronicles. He's one I would recommend if you need really a consistent diet of it. I kind of float in and out of it, but he would be able to, I would recommend that channel. I don't recommend too many channels because he came out of a familial, my channel is all about familial narcissism. There's channels out there that talk about spousal narcissism, and he couldn't roller skate in a buffalo herd as well. And some have, we made the decision to, like I said, leave with the clothes on our back. Poison ivy out there. This card fell on the ground and she came up again. This is the Ant Diva. When you are deciding to walk away, tough choices. The big, bing, is the scissors. All narcissists come packing a pair of scissors. It's just whether you have the guts. Because if you don't, whether you have the guts to use the scissors and cut them out of your life. And when you really get down to the brass tacks of this, everybody has to go. You cannot still be connected to this person because you're playing the operation game. And maybe in that Tempe case, somebody still could have been connected to somebody. It's still very fresh. We don't know enough yet. But I come from a long line of this. And I had to do a dissection of everybody. And everybody has to go. Everybody has to go. And then you start, you have the availability to start and picking and choosing who you want in your life. And if they're a narcissist, it's not going to work. It'll never work. These relationships are not built to work. And there's so many examples of it. Tepi is another case. So, welcome to my June's journey. And there's just a different variety of messages coming out here today. But definitely somebody would have been spooked with this. Definitely having that monkey on your back. Constantly, in her mind, threatening you. Unfortunately, in this instance, it was a little bit too late. But there are a lot. That is almost a very unusual case. There's a lot of there's more light in the world than dark. So let's just end up on a happy note here, because you can heal this. Little skidoo, it's up to you. You're the only one. You're the only one. What is it? They can take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Maybe that was that card that came up here. So that's it. Have a wonderful day. If you're meant to find me, you will. We just had one pop out of the angel deck. Yeah. That's Phoenix Rising. You only have one purpose in your life. If anybody tells you that they have more than one purpose, that's a lie. If anybody tells you Elvis Presley is alive, that's a lie. The Phoenix rises only once. And if anybody tells you that you can roller skate in a buffalo herd, it'll never happen. And I see myself as the Queen of Wands in traditional tarot. So, take care. Have a wonderful day. And enjoy the fruits of your labor. Take care. It's all done. Enjoy.